Good morning, everybody. This is Roy Osorio again with Roy's Open Houses Orange County Market Report for September 2019. Today we're going to call this episode Green Shoots. Stand by. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so today's episode is going to be the topic or the theme is green shoots. You know how in a barren wasteland, every once in a while, a little bit of life starts to creep up? So we're hearing all of this about the market cooling down. I believe there's some facts right now that will support a heating up. And the heating up of those four shoots are in the following areas. Yes, old man glasses are coming on. The current active inventory, demand, the expected market time, and the affordability. In the area of active inventory, we have dropped about 8% since the end of July. That's 604 homes that have sold. It's the largest drop since 2008. The current trend for sure is that the active inventory will continually to go down, but not as bad as in years past. That's the bottom line on active inventory. Now, what we're going to probably see is that in 2020, the beginning of 2020, we're going to see a drop of inventory. But I'm going to explain here momentarily how that really is going to benefit you, the seller. Less competition out there. Think about that for a second. Now, in the area of demand is basically how many homes have gone on the market, how many homes have sold. And that determines the buyer demand. How many people are out there willing to buy your property? Demand has only dropped by 7% since peaking back in April. That's the smallest drop since 2009. And since mid-July, surprisingly, you know what we've seen? A 3% increase in demand. That coupled with a lower interest rate from 3.875 to 3.5, people want to buy. People feel comfortable wanting to buy. All they need is a property that is priced right, that they love, and they want to move in. Plain and simple on demand. There's a good demand for it. The expected market time dropped from 92 days back in mid-July to 83 days today, which is a 10% dip. What expected market time says this: how long before I go on the market to when it sells and it goes into escrow? It's dropping, meaning the houses are selling faster. So once again, if you're priced right and there's no competition on the market, your house is going to sell fast. That's the simplicity of days on market. Last but not least, affordability. Affordability has dramatically increased and improved since November. Back in November, it was 5%. And I'll make this real simple. A person back in November who wanted to put 20% down and wanted a payment of only $3,000 a month, the max they could buy was about $698,000 home. That's it. 20% down, $3,000 a month expectation, $698,000 max price point. Today, at 3.5, you know what that person's buying with the same 20% down and the $3,000 a month expectation? Oh, I can't wait. I got to read this. Oh, hold on a minute. $835,000. $835,000. That is the sweet spot right there. That's $135,000 more in affordability. I can tell you right now, people blame the rates. No, rates are good. Rates are propping up the buyer to buy your home. But first of all, are you willing to sell your house? Can you sell your house? The buyers are ready to buy it and they can afford it. Last but not least, the luxury space. Believe it or not, since July, the luxury market has continuously improved. And let me just share with you. Luxury demand is up by 28 pending sales or 9%. Guess what's keeping a par with that? The inventory. It's also up 9% or 193 homes. The expected market days on market, same as last year, 202 days. That's 202 days your property will stay on the market in that price point. Let's see. Demands for homes on 1.25 million decreased by only 2 pending sales. That's only a 0.6 drop, and now totals about 347 homes. The luxury home inventory, on the other hand, decreased by 124 homes and now totals 2,300 homes, which is a 5% drop. And the overall expected market time for homes priced above 2 million decreased from 212 days to 202. Look, at the end of the day, the market is moving in the right direction for a seller. It's a slight seller's market. Even in a marketplace that is not seeing much appreciation, the seller still has that room to negotiate with a buyer. And that leads me to one thing really quick. And I call this my why. Why do you want to sell your house? Why do you want to put yourself up for people coming through your house and kicking tires and doing this and doing that? Why? Give your why a 1 to 5 value point. If your why is at 1 or 2, like, I could care less whether I sell, whether I stay, I don't want to give my house away. If you got that attitude, guess what? Don't sell. Don't put yourself through that. But if your why is important, the 2-story, and I need to go to a 1-story because my knees, exactly, they hurt. I'm downsizing. The kids are gone. They're all healthy and out there, and we just don't want this big house, and I want a smaller house. Figure out your why. Be realistic with your why. Balance your why out. Grab your local professional real estate agent. Call me, myself, and my team, Roy at Roy's Open Houses, and let's determine how we can strategically move your why and get you to your why quicker. Not with an attitude of saying, well, the market's doing this, the trade wars, the election, wah. In 30 years, I've seen a couple of things, folks. People always want to buy and people always want to sell. Plain and simple. Let's keep it simple. Find your why. Let's discuss it amongst ourselves. Let's get you to that why quickly. And by the way, with some joy and happiness in it. And remember, folks, when you put love in front of everything you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I love what I do, can you tell? And it'll make your life funner, just more fun, okay? So let's get this experience. Let's get you from point A to point B as quickly as we can. By the way, this housing report will be on my blog at roysopenhouses.com. And for the micro on the different cities from Newport Beach to San Clemente, you'll also find those momentarily. And then be ready for this tour that I'm going to give you, this preview of 9 Riverstone in Laguna Niguel, the beautiful city of Laguna Niguel, which is halfway between San Diego and LA, in one of the best places on the earth. All right, guys, have a great one. Roy again with the Orange County Housing Report for September 2019. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.